Alright bitches, we back. Yes, I just violated you 2 seconds into the video, but listen up. The original portion of this conversation was filmed September 11th. So what ended up happening was me and this individual stopped talking around September 6th or 7th. I don't really remember. Yeah, I usually wait about a week after we stop talking to go ahead and start filming and everything. So we fast forward to today, which is September 14th. I am like 75% done with editing the video that you're currently watching, and he hits me back up on my new decoy profile because I think I had already mentioned that my profile was deleted and banned out of nowhere. And it's a good thing that I waited this long because we got a little bit more information out of him. So we're just gonna jump to a few days ago and then I'll be right back after that. Hello Milkshake Mafia, it's your boy Minnow reporting to you semi-live here on the good old Minority vs. Predator channel here on the good old TubeU. And how the heck have you been? Me? I've been relatively fine, just catching up on some very well needed sleep. Couple updates, you know, we did start a Discord server, which the link for that will be in the description box below. I'm there every once in a while, just kicking back, talking to y'all, venting to y'all. It's a really good community we're building over there, so if you got Discord, link in the description box below. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Today's individual, his name is Jimmy. He's 23 years old. His Scout profile says he's in Lenoka Harbor, but he told me that he lives in Little Egg. So simply, he messages me, hi. I said hi. He says, how are you? I'm telling him I'm tired and bored. He says, at work, tired. You're cute. Thanks. You're welcome, kissy face, he says. So, what are you looking for on here, he says, question mark. I said, I just like older guys. He says, yeah, I feel you. I mean, I am older. Not much older, but older, lol. To be honest, I like younger girls. That's when I say, well, I'm actually almost 15, so I hope you're not mad at me. He says, I mean, no, I am not mad. Doesn't really bother me, I guess, but you do look a lot older than your age. And then he just says hi again. I said, okay, cool. Yeah, I get that a lot, but I'll be 15 in December. He says, I am surprised you're on here. This is usually for like hookups. I said, I mean, I have hooked up with a guy off here before. He says, oh wow, you have sex? I mean, I'm kind of here for hookups to be honest, but kind of also looking for someone to smoke and chill, cuddle, watch Netflix. I said, yeah, we did. I was 13 at the time. I think it was 25 or 26. I don't really remember. He says, okay, cool. I mean, if you ever want to hook up, I am down. So there is his first intent on wanting to hook up with who he believes to be a 14-year-old girl. Just sit tight, it gets a little worse than this. I said, I mean, as long as you don't mind my age, I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. He says, no, it doesn't really bother me, to be honest, but yeah, I understand, as long as you're into it, cause I mean, we could have a lot of fun, lol. Do you have Snap? I said, I can re-download it. I dropped my phone in the pool, so I have a new one. What's your Snap name? And his Snap name is JimBob860. I repeat, Snap name is JimBob860. It is just easier to talk on here, to be honest. I said, okay, yeah, it's easier for me to hide this anyway, lol. He says, yeah, I mean, you can hide it on Snap, just don't save any of the conversations and shit. I said, I don't even remember my login stuff. I'm just into whatever. I'm laid back and I go with the flow. How about you? He says, I mean, I'm into most things. I really enjoy eating girls out, to be honest. He says, yeah, I guess you haven't really figured out what turns you on yet. I am into more rough sex, I guess. I don't know. Depends on my mood. I also really like doing cum shots, lol. Not gonna lie either. I have a pretty big dick. I said, what's a cum shot? He says, like when a guy comes all over a girl's face, boobs, ass, or potty. Unless you would rather swallow it, lol. I said, oh, well, I haven't done that at all. He says, what, did they just come in the condom? I mean, if you want to do it, we can. I think it's hot. I don't know how you feel about cum. Some people love it, others hate it. So, Jim, I guess you find it hot coming on a 14-year-old girl's face. That's cute. I said, yeah, he finished in the condom. I don't know. I guess we can try. He says, we can try whatever you want. To be honest, I don't care. I don't know if there was like anything you really wanted to try. That's when I replied, like I said, I go with the flow, especially since I got no experience. He says, yeah, it's all good. I'm about it, lol. So I just simply asked him, what are you gonna teach me? He says, well, one, I want to eat you out so good that you orgasm, maybe even try to make you squirt, lols. Also, I want to teach you how to ride my big dick, make you slide up and down, and then I'm going to show you how to suck. How does that sound? How does that sound, Your Honor? I said, well, there's only one way to find out, hee hee. He says, yeah, lol, so when are you trying to hang out? And I said, depends on my parents' work schedule. I might be hanging with my cousin soon. I usually catch an Uber after that, so maybe you could be my Uber that day, lol. He says, yeah, it depends on the day and my work too. Where's your cousin live? Then he says, I mean, I would say I'm off Saturday. You could come over my house and sleep there, and I can drive you home in the morning. Oh wow, Jimbo, you want to have a sleepover too? Cool. I asked him, where do you work? My cousin is in Lakehurst. He says, I work in Lacey. Oh, nice, doing what? Just trying to get to know you, LOL. He says, I work at a grocery store next to Walmart called Lidl, or a Lidl. I don't know. I've never actually been there, but I've seen it. Oh yeah, don't call the workplace to harass them because they can't control the actions of this particular individual. Okay, cool. I've never been to that one before. It looks so high tech. Haha! It's okay. It's just a lot of our brand stuff, not name brand stuff. It's really cheap though. Honestly, I'm mad horny right now. Good morning, beautiful. I said, sorry, I fell asleep. Where you live at? He says, I live in Little Egg Harbor. If I plan it right, do you think you can come pick me up from somewhere? So this was the portion where we were actually going to try to have that face-to-face conversation pretty much the moment I got out of work. Then I gave him this bullshit story about how I gonna go hang out with my cousins or whatever, and they're gonna drop me off at this place, and then that's when you can come pick me up, and so on and so forth. Then that's when he says, okay, sounds good. I'm at work till 3, but I am free after. I said if you could somehow be able to like go and stay out tonight, you could stay at my house tonight. Then we will have like a bed instead of just doing it in the car or something. I said, okay. I don't know the day I'm gonna be with my cousin yet. I'm just trying to talk it over with you so I at least have a plan. And I'll look at my parents' work schedule. And I said, actually, I'm thinking about buying a Plan B from the pharmacy. I could probably have my cousin take me to the place close to a pharmacy. He says, oh, why are you buying that? The only reason you would need that is if I come inside you, but I don't think I would do that unless you wanted me to. You know, at least he's trying to ask for consent. I said, that's what I did the first time. Even though he had a condom, I still bought it and took it just in case. He says, yeah, that's good to do, I guess. I have condoms, so we will be okay. To be honest, it feels way better without the condom, though. Then I said, so then let's get the morning after pill then. He says, I will wear a condom to be safe, though. I said, accidents do happen, so I'll get it anyway. Very true, he says. We do some very brief small talking. He says, yeah, just taking a shower right now. Be more fun if you were here to join me in my shower, lol. I asked how so. He says, have some hot shower sex. I said, sounds dangerous. He says, no, it isn't dangerous. To be honest, it is a lot of fun. Then, this is when I asked him, you ever do it with somebody my age before? And then he says, honestly, no, I haven't. Also, did with someone else on here that was younger, but they ghosted me. I asked how old were they? He says, same age as you, 14. So, once again, he believes that he's talking to a 14-year-old girl. I said, so you never did anything with them? They just ghosted you? And here is where I actually try to dig a little bit deeper because low-key, I was going through a lot of decoy accounts and I was trying to see if it was me he was talking to before, but we'll find out momentarily. He says, no, I never got to meet up with them. They just ghosted me. I said, sorry to hear that. How long ago was that? He says, like a month ago. That's when I replied, oh, just asking to see how they handled you in bed. But it never happened, so never mind. You remember where she was from? He says, it just said Tom's River. She never told me exactly where she was from though. But they would like delete their profile and they would say it got blocked or something and then messaged me for a day or two, then ghosted me. Which obviously sounds like a lot of the shit that I go through. However, I personally don't remember ever speaking to him. That's when I replied, I think that was my profile, lol. I just don't remember the face, but my profile does get blocked a lot. He says, maybe, I don't know, it had a different name. I'm pretty sure. It was Julia or something like that. And that's when I said, well, obviously that wasn't me. I asked, what did she look like? He said, all I remember was she was blonde, to be honest. I know it wasn't you, to be honest. So that's when I basically hopped on my personal Facebook. I put out a status looking for a 14-year-old Julia in the Toms River area, just so like I could find her parents and let her know like what's been going on. We did find one possible Julia, but it's not 100% confirmed, unfortunately. Anyway, so he says, wish we could hang. I said soon. He says, hope so. And then I asked, so what are you trying to do when you pick me up? He says, would you send me pics, question marks? And I want you to ride my dick and I want to taste your pussy and have you suck me. Then I sent him some Snapchat selfies on my decoy. He says, oh wow, you're so beautiful. I said, hee hee, thank you. Send me a pic back. And then he sends me a selfie with a glorious head of hair, I must say. So we're gonna fast forward to the day where we were actually supposed to meet. Okay, he says, I am at work at 2:30. And I said, well, most likely we're going to get to the meeting place at 6, if that's okay. So then he tells me he drives a Dodge Dart that is a dark blue in color, basically. Then I asked him, do you already have the condoms? He says, yeah, I have some at my house. Do you want me to bring lube too? I don't know how wet you get and how tight you are, he says. And I said, I mean, I guess that works, lol. He says, it will help. It won't hurt as bad going in. So, fast forward to the night we were supposed to meet up at that specific time, and he actually fell asleep on me. And the reason why we stopped talking is because my profile got banned like I think a couple days after the fact. Okay, and we now fast forward to today, September 14th. He messages my decoy profile on Scout with, "Hey babe." So I respond saying hello. He asks what's up. I'm really short with him, not much you. Once again, I was short because I was almost done with the video anyway. It is what it is. So that's when he says, "Bored, horny as fuck, LOL." I said, "Oh, cool." He says, "Wanna see?" I asked him, "See what?" And he says, "My dick." And I said, "I mean, we could have just hung out instead," which is what was originally planned. He just says, "LOL," and then I just was being an asshole, you know what I'm saying? "Yep, but of course you fell asleep, wasting my time." So obviously I'm being very short and I'm being a bit dickish here just to shoo him away because I was done with this. But then he says, "Sorry about that," and then he sends me a dick pic. At that point I asked him, "Do you work today?" "No, but I don't have a car right now," which I guess so he doesn't have that dark blue Dodge Dart that he mentioned driving before. I said, "Oh dang, okay. Think it would be okay to text you instead? It'll be easier for me, especially since I got schoolwork." And the reason why I went for this is it's very early in the morning. Clearly he's very horny as fuck. And with me knowing how males work, because I am one, believe it or not, I could pretty much get almost any kind of information out of him right now because he's thinking with the head that's below his waist. So I was able to get his phone number, and here are the last 4 digits of his phone number for verification purposes. And what's even better is, once I plugged in his phone number, I went into Snapchat and I got into my contacts, and the first one I see is the JimBob860 Snapchat profile he sent to me over Scout, which is obviously connected to this phone number, therefore this phone number is real. With that being said, if you people somewhat are as sick to your stomach as I am right now, give it a big thumbs up and share the video so we can help spread awareness to pedophilia and stuff. That's kind of the whole message and reason behind this whole thing. But then again, you're all adults and I can't necessarily control you, so yeah. I will be back soon. I haven't filmed one of these in a while, so I kind of forgot how the whole outro thing goes. But yeah, follow me on my social medias, Discord stuff in the description box below, and I will be back very, very soon. I promise.